Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about hairs from the Daily Wire. This just came out, well, a few hours ago, as I'm making this video, because I had to wake up, take my coffee, and I still have my coffee mug over here, which has a very, very hot coffee. And I cannot take it until it gets a bit colder. If not, I'll burn my pucker lips. Anyway, from Daily Wire, breaking: Hunter Biden received millions from wife of ex-Moscow mayor. Paid suspects allegedly tied to trafficking had contacts with individuals linked to Chinese military. Senate report alleges. Whoa, this is actually even worse than I expected. A bombshell report from the Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Government Affairs (HSGAC) and the Committee on Finance makes a series of damning new allegations against Hunter Biden, the son of Democrat presidential nominee. The investigation launched after Finance Committee Chairman Charles Grassley, Republican, what's IA? In Indiana? Publicly raised conflict of interest concerns about the sale of a U.S. company to a Chinese firm with ties to Hunter Biden a month before the Congress was notified about a whistleblower complaint that was the catalyst for Democrats' impeachment of President Donald Trump. The Senate investigation relied on records from the U.S. government, Democrats, lobbying groups, and interviews on numerous current and former officials. I'm gonna go through the report in a jiffy. Let me just go on and explain this. What in the actual fuck? Seriously? This is fucked up to the nth degree on fucked upness. Holy shit. And they actually impeached Donald Trump over something that Joe Biden's son was guilty of. Holy motherfucking Christ. Not only this is epic level of projection, but it's hypocrisy up to the... It's kind of... The hypocrisy so big with the way they fucked up everybody over this. It's like a big, huge tree trunk or tree log shoved up your bunghole, full of thorns with no lube. That's how fucked up this is. Holy shit on a pickle. They still want to impeach Trump for making a nomination. That's absolutely insane. Do these Democrats realize that whatever they are doing now are going to bite them in the ass in the future? Do they realize that this now opens the path to the Republicans to do whatever the Democrats are doing? Do they realize that now anything that if a Democrat president gets elected in 2024, or God forbid Joe Biden gets elected, do they realize that this means that the Republicans have an open path to impeach their candidates? And even more so, based on this information, it seems an impeachable offense if Joe Biden gets elected. Maybe they already knew that, and they are counting on Kamala Harris becoming the actual president. Now that's something to think about. Maybe they are planning to do that, because Joe Biden, it's not quite there as a person. And personally, I find it hilarious, the memes and things like that, but every time I laugh, I feel a little bit of guilt when I laugh at Joe Biden. I feel a little bit of guilt, mostly because I think he's not quite out there yet, there on his mind. I think the mention is really wreaking havoc on him, and the Democrats doesn't seem to care too much about Joe Biden enough not to respect him and let him enjoy the rest of the years of his life. I don't know, going fishing, going on a boat until dementia completely claims his mind or something like that. They should have left him to rest a little, to enjoy his life. They shouldn't be doing this to him. This is absurd. This is... the Democrats... You think the Democrats would have received some sort of respect from me? I don't know. Sorry, but managed to do something worth of respect towards for the people, but no. They keep on going further and further and further down the drain. You would think that would convince some people that the Democrats are completely unhinged and corrupt, but no, that's apparently this is not enough. What in the actual fuck is going on? I mean, sure, the Republicans are not much better, but they are definitely better. I'll take the Republicans over the Democrats on things like this. At least the Republicans are not as filthy dirty as this. Holy shit. This is absurd. And at least the Republicans are actually fighting for the will of the people, even if there are some instances in which they kind of make a blunder. But then again, nothing is perfect, but at least the Republicans are trying. And then you have the Democrats doing this. Holy fuck. This is... And the Libertarian Party is not much better in regards because they have no spine and their candidates are all a bunch of crazy loonies with absolute no brain or concept of politics or anything like that. Even Jo Jorgensen is kind of a retard. I mean, she first supports the Black Lives Matter, the organization, and then after the backlash she received from the Libertarians, she backtracks and says, "Oh no, I don't support the organization. I support the message." That's what she did. Holy shit, let's get back to the article. In early 2015, the former acting deputy chief of mission of the US Embassy in Kiev, Ukraine, George Kent, raised concerns to officials in Vice President Joe Biden's office about the perception of a conflict of interest with respect to Hunter Biden's role on Burisma board. Kent's concern went unaddressed, and in September 2016 he emphasized in an email to his colleagues, furthermore, the presence of Hunter Biden on Burisma board was very awkward for all US officials pushing an anti-corruption agenda in Ukraine. Holy motherfucking Christ. And then they tried to impeach Trump over him asking how is the situation of the investigation in Ukraine. Holy shit on a pickle. And good God. In October 2015, Senior Department official Amos Hochstein raised concern with Vice President Biden as well as with Hunter Biden. The Hunter Biden's position on Burisma board enabled Russian disinformation efforts and risked undermining US policy in Ukraine. Although can't believe that Hunter Biden's role on Burisma board was awkward for all the US officials pushing an anti-corruption agenda in Ukraine, the committees are only aware of two individuals, Kent and former Special Envoy, US Special Envoy and Coordinator for International Energy Affairs, Amos Hochstein, don't know how to pronounce it, who raised concerns of Vice President, the awkwardness for Obama administration officials continuing well past his presidency. Former Secretary of State John Kerry had knowledge of Hunter Biden's role on Burisma board, but when asked about it at a town hall event in Nashua, NH, on December 8th, 2019, Kerry falsely said, "I had no knowledge about any of that. None, no. Evidence to the contrary is detailed on Section 5. Former Assistant Secretary of State European Officials Affairs. Like I said, it's pretty early. Okay, it's almost poker burning hot, but it's not quite there burning quite there yet. Yeah, I think it's possible. No, it's just the top that was kind of cold. It's hot. Let's see. However, in 2016, instead of the following as objective to confronting oligarchs, Vice President Biden's staff advised him to avoid commenting on Zlochevsky and recommended, he said, "I'm not going to get into the naming names or accusing individuals." And this it still comes to light after what happened with coming out that the Biden staff is actually funding BLM organization, the BLM organization with as bailout money and other things like that. What in the actual fuck is wrong with this party? This is the swamp Trump is trying to drain. And guess what? Apparently the swamp likes to fight back with all its hypocrisy. Hunter Biden was a US Secret Service protectee from January 29, 2009 to July 8, 2014. Why was he? A day before his last trip as a protectee, Time published an article describing Burisma's ramped up lobbying efforts to US officials and Hunter's involvement in Burisma's board. Before ending his protective details, Hunter Biden received Secret Service protections on trips to multiple foreign locations, including Moscow, Beijing, Bogota, Buenos Aires, Madrid, Mumbai, Lake Como, Mexico, Andriy Telizhenko, the Democrats' personification of Russian disinformation, met with Obama administration officials, including Elizabeth Zentos, a member of the Obama's National Security Council, at least 10 times. The Democrat lobbying firm Blue Strategy contracted with Telizhenko from 2016 to 2017 and continued to request his assistance as recent as summer 2019. A recent news article detailed extensive contacts between Telizhenko and Obama administration officials. Here, this is what they wanted to indict Trump with the Russian Gate bullshit that they tried to impeach him for. Look at this. The amount of hypocrisy from the Democrats is astounding. In addition to the $4 million paid by Burisma for Hunter Biden's and Archer's board memberships, Hunter Biden and his family, Archer received millions of dollars. Holy shit! Archer received $142,300. Dude, that's more than I'll ever earn in my lifetime if I keep living in this shithole. From the king of Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, purportedly for a car. The same day, Vice President Joe Biden appeared with the Ukraine Prime Minister Arseniy Yatsenyuk and addressed Ukraine legislatures in Kiev regarding Russia's actions in Crimea. Hunter Biden received $3.5 million wire transfer from Elena Baturina, the wife of the former mayor of Moscow. Holy shit, $3.5 million. I'll take probably, thinking about it, will probably take me 10 lifetimes if I keep living in the shithole I'm currently in to earn this much money. Ooh, shit, hola pico. Hunter Biden opened a bank account with Gongwen Dong to fund a $100,000 global spending spree with James Biden and Sarah Biden. Holy shit. Hunter Biden had business associations with Yi Jianming and Gongwen Dong and other Chinese nationals linked to the Communist government and the People's Liberation Army. These associations resulted in millions of dollars in cash flow. Whoa. So Obama and Joe Biden, they definitely need to be impeached over this if they even get elected. This is enough evidence, this is enough ammo to impeach Joe Biden if they get elected in November. But the sad thing is that if he does, we still have the Kamala Harris. You know, the woman who sucked cock to get the position she is now. So please go in November and vote for Trump, I beg of you. Hunter Biden paid non-resident women who were nationals of Russia and other Eastern European countries and who appear to be linked to an Eastern European prostitution or human trafficking. Holy shit, even this? What in the actual fuck? The report also stated that the investigation found that the Obama administration knew that Hunter Biden's position on Burisma board was problematic and did interfere with the efficient execution of policy with respect to Ukraine. Whoa. Holy mother of fucking God. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is absurd. This is like, whoa. And this is bad. I mean, they impeached Trump for just a tiny little conversation trying to see if Hunter Biden was kind of dirty. And he was! My fucking God! Watch this get buried by the mainstream media. In fact, I think the only one so far that I have noticed that seems to be covering more in regards to this is Fox News. GOP-led committees release interim report on Hunter Biden Burisma probe. The report says that Obama administration ignored the glaring warning signs when Biden's son joined the board of the company. Yes, if this is true, Obama was definitely very corrupt. In fact, we already know that Obama kind of invested and tried to go after Trump. He authorized investigations on Trump's own election campaign, and that's, as far as I know, is completely illegal. He also authorized the investigation on the Russiagate, when in fact we all know it's this. And it has come to light that many people that was responsible on investigating Hillary Clinton, they received orders to delete or eliminate evidence. Holy shit, this is the swamp Trump is trying to drain. This is the swamp. And guess what? It's fighting back. But this is a huge weapon. Unfortunately, the swamp has one of the biggest and meanest allies that is kind of difficult to fight back. It's the media. The media is definitely on the side of the Democrats, and it's gonna be a very difficult battle. It's kind of fighting uphill and against the sun. You can't see the enemy has the advantage on you. This is how bad this is, and it's definitely a very difficult job for Trump. And he is doing it really well. I hope I have his energy when I get his age. He's definitely right around there in energy. Let's see. Hunter Biden's work of Burisma received heightened scrutiny amid President Trump's impeachment last year. Even though Hunter Biden's position, Burisma board cast a shadow over the work of those advancing anti-corruption reforms in Ukraine. The committees are only aware of 2 individuals who raised concerns to their superiors. The Senate report stated, despite the efforts of these individuals, their concerns appear to have fallen on deaf ears. The report stated that the department official George Kent, who testified during Trump's impeachment hearing last year, and Amos Hochstein, and the former U.S. Special Envoy and Coordinator for International Energy Affairs, raised concerns to the former Vice President's office. The report stated that the Hunter Biden former significant consideration. Oh, okay, I already read that in the other articles. Let's see, what else can I show it here? At least Fox News seems to be doing it. They are not perfect news, but at this point they are definitely better than CNN, and definitely 100% better than Fox. And 100% better than BuzzFeed and Salon and ABC and ABC or MSNBC or things like that. What was the other? CBC for the Canadian and BBC for Britain. They're definitely better than those. Holy fuck. And those used to be like the cream of the cream. Like the one you would go to for news, trustable news in the past. And then you would mock people who actually used Fox News to get their news. Huh. Who knew that those big, beautiful cream of the cream would fall so low? Definitely kind of sad. Against Ukraine, Proctor Whisper complaint and turn an impeachment inquiry. You know what? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Good night.